Saturday, we have the UK event. I discovered there is a time conflict, so I'm going to speak with Red and the leaders and founders in there to see when we should come from the other side of, because at the time I'm going to be, you know what I haven't done in a while, and I haven't seen the family, extended family. So to be specific, I'm going to be at the zoo at the time of the event, because I haven't seen my uncles for a while. So I'm trying to see if we can justify that. There's a reservation that happened. Okay, so I'm taking the monkeys to the junkies to the.
Oh, I thought they lived there. I thought.
Yeah, well, my monkeys are visiting their uncles, maybe.
Oh, which zoo? Which is it? Well, obviously in Florida. I hope it's a fun zoo.
Florida, yeah. We've been there a few times. It's okay. My favorite one in Florida is Jacksonville. It was good.
Yeah, I went to the one in Melbourne when my parents lived down there, and you actually can take a kayak around. I did it with my dad and see all the animals and feed the giraffes. So that's on the East Coast, Melbourne, Florida. That's a good one too.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not far. Okay, beautiful. Any relatives there?
Not anymore. They lived there. They went down for 23 years and then came back closer to us. But they enjoy I think it's one.
So you have a zoo now in the neighborhood? I'm saying, do you have any relatives stay living there? You're not.
I got you.
You're falling behind, sir.
I'm not sure he's talking about going to an actual zoo, Susan. Like, he's talking about going to his relatives and zoo, not zoo.
I don't know. I think he's got a reservation at a zoo.
Fun, Michael. I don't know if they have that in Canada. It's called fun.
No, but I think you may have lost Susie, though. I'm just trying to make sure she's on the same page.
Oh, yeah, my head's been
Are you saying she's falling behind?
I am.
She's talking about the actual zoo.
Okay, tomorrow she will get ahead. No problem.
Yeah. Everyone be kind. I had a crazy couple weeks.
Wow.
I'm with you. Okay.
All right, let's go back to the fun. All right.
Okay, so July 2nd, we announced that, and Red's been announcing the event in the UK, and also Angie Hunt's having one in Germany that morning.
Yeah.
And those will be on Zoom.
Is Red here or no?
He's in Rome, so he's been messaging a little bit, but
today's his 30-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Is he with the Pope or what's happening?
He went to the Pope earlier today. He talked about the Sistine Chapel and the Vatican and the Colosseum today on his live. They're having a great time.
Beautiful. So you're saying Jane is going to heaven just for putting up with him? Straight to heaven. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to adjust the time. Either I'm going to tune in from the zoo, or
I can contact him if you figure out what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like, why do they have a 1 hour window? So the event is 1 hour?
No, I think he wanted to do part of some presentation. You didn't need to see that part, so you could probably come even later than that if you want, or earlier than that, whatever.
Yeah, I want to know all the options just so we can support them.
I'll find out.
Fantastic. And how are you doing, brother?
Any better at the evening?
Wow, that would be criminal. Oh, gotta love that. Is another winner.
There you go. Does anyone else have something they want to?
Yeah, there's one thing I want to tell you. If you guys want a zoo, you come over to my house, okay? I'll show you a zoo.
How much is the ticket?
It's free.
It's free if you feed them. It's free if you feed them, yeah. If you feed the animals.
Cost to leave. else going on this week?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we want to begin with regrouping with the leaders, like have an internal discussion so we can have a more confidential brainstorm before we bring it up to the public, so we can have things, rationally, because whatever we're speaking here, it just either manipulated or misrepresented. We often, regret sharing things before doing that. So I thought it would make more sense for us to speak with the core and organize how are we going to manage the journey moving ahead. I mean, it just so much more information that we care about. We don't want to speak too soon or have room for we're more headed to having like a corporate stick and not to have so many illustrations to that, just one story, and we all stick to it.
Well, that sounds good.
Most of the trouble, as you may know, Susie, that we get in is not from us. It's either by some of our founders or some leaders who misspeak or misunderstand. Okay, sometimes it's not intentional. They have the goodwill, but sometimes it just gets off track, and we have to clean that up.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. I see Chris has his hand up. Mr. Hey.
Yeah, I apologize.
Alessio is going to invite you on the next session, Mr. I'm not fun, Susie, all the fun. Okay.
Now, we're going to have a challenge.
I think I have a short memory. Yeah, okay, now I have a competition now. I want to be the clown.
You're not going to win with Susie. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, wait. I agree. I
She's
surrender.
definitely funny. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed her company. So, hey, real quick, Ash. Patty McGuigan just texted me, and he said, Chris, we had Ash coming on last for the UK thing, but we could easily change that if you could mention that, please. So basically, Patty's saying, whatever it takes to get you there, Ash, they'll put you there. You
To
just-
the UK or
Patty
through
McGuigan.
Zoom?
To their Zoom or their you want to go to the UK?
Zoom, virtual, yes.
Yeah.
It's not short time, yeah. So yeah, let's speak that. I don't think we're going to discuss it now and take the time. Yeah, sure. Let's get in touch and see what options they give us. And I'm not sure how many speakers virtually are going to tune in. I'm sure they want some of us here to my understanding is going to be celebratory and recognition. Maybe, mainly, because I don't think they're going to talk about the founder position. That's already over, and not to sell the Onpassive opportunities too soon. All right. So ask me a question that will recap everything now, and that it would be useful for the attendees now, or anybody want to, like, what exactly will be useful. You might volunteer, Chris, if you wish, like what topic or things we should address that are useful to the majority, not just to a couple of people.
Let me try.
Yeah, go ahead, Charles. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do it. Whatever is needed, we have to take care.
So no more new registration for new founders.
Sure, 100%. Never.
That's done permanently. We have a few, maybe weeks, days before we get into the next phase. Get these founders quite a bit. So what should we be doing in the interim?
Yeah. So clean up, and again, it's like stabilizing, so we can go to the next one. We cannot go while we have some pending issues, such as those logistics we've mentioned, and also the pending Okay, so we're given that final window for anybody has pending, because legally, if somebody just like created an account under a short, like a reasonable period of time, we really want to get into the term, and I don't want to mention the exact time, but you should give a prospective time just in case the person has a genuine interest and it's only a matter of the payment. So we're given that window, but typically it's like 6 months or 3 months. That's not what we're given here, okay? But as a consideration for that perspective, we just want to give that, obviously any time can be pulled out before we flush them out of courtesy. The company is allowing it. If you really have a pending account, if you don't have a pending account, just close your ears. This conversation is completely irrelevant. If you have pending, just, final window before we flush them out, it is fair for us to allow them activate the account. You log in, it will take you to without OTP actually. You will be directed to the payment page, and as of now, we have the same payment page for all countries, standardized. So to have a pulse of the next phase, obviously the next phase is not going to be selling founders. Like it's very clear. So it's easy. It's like black and white. It's not like there's not a gray area. It's very simple. Okay, we're done with founders. That's pre-launch. That's early bird. Technology adapters for Onpassive. Done. Okay, so there's not one single registration. Very simple. The company will bankrupt if it doesn't sell anything. Okay? And we wouldn't close that unknowingly. How do you close it not having something in hand that you want to sell so you can survive? So easy breezy, okay? Got it? Okay, so we cannot afford to stay like that. And also the founder position is not a profitable package, okay? For the value, for what we do, for the hassle, for the maintenance, and for what we offer. That is not a realistic price. So we're going into more now actual commercial sales, all right? That's it. And anything we do from this point on is commissionable, all right? Meaning sales made somebody else other than the Onpassive account will also get a portion or a percentage of that sales.
Second question.
Complicated, easy, breezy,
Very
simple.
Very complicated. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I got a question. Will the founder buttons be removed from the pages? I know it says, too late, or whatever it says. But
I extended for another week. Yeah, I said let's keep it. I love it. I love it too. To tell you, don't take it, for granted. I mean, this is a limited opportunity. So this is a reminder. So we could have removed it on the new website or previous website, but actually, it was a question from our managers today.
Let's have a little fun with it, right?
People are clicking on it like mad, which is really funny. But anyway.
Ash?
Yes.
Julie has her hand up next.
Okay. Julie, go ahead. No
Yeah, her hand's been up and then you've yours been there. Go ahead, Julie.
Okay.
Hello, Ash. I hope you.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Hope you and your family are well.
Perfect.
Daryl and I have been talking the past couple weeks. In the Julie and Milo show on Wednesday, we are planning to dive deep a little bit in the educational field and see the struggling, what's going on right now. So I reached out to Daryl and asked him because he did a presentation with this educators group about Academy the other day, and I thought maybe we can bring them back into the Julie and Milo show, and basically discussing about, the obstacles that the educators currently facing with. And so I'm asking them to come on. Daryl agreed, and also the 5 more participants going to be joining in that panel discussion. And at this point, the Academy information is what available